Hi. Hi humans, Logic is back, and if anyhow, I'm just a Brazilian man's been trying to... I don't know what I have been trying to, but I kind of look like a nun without like a neck. Hi. So today's video, it's going to be a video. I mean, it's been a while since I talk bad about Brazil, but not going to do it today. Actually, today I'm going to talk bad about myself. I'm going to talk about things that I hate about growing up in Brazil. Let's just say that 90% of those things are a problem that I have, not a problem that Brazil has. I think most of these things, I think that is kind of cute when I see other people like doing it when I'm not there. So let's start this list before I regret recording this video. And the first thing on my list, again, something that I find cute on other people, but not when I'm involved in it. And that is asking for blessings. And you probably don't know what I'm talking about. But, I mean, I don't know if that happens in all the country, or if it's just something like on the part of Brazil that I live, because Brazil is like super big. And the thing is, since I started like being able to talk, I grow up in a family, and that's not only about my family. Everyone around me was like that. It's that the younger generations, every time they see someone from older generations, someone older than them, they need to ask for blessings all the time, every day. So imagine that there was like a family reunion that when I was a kid I was obligated to be part of it, and that's actually another thing that I hated. But I think that's something good. Just my family, it's not functional, so there usually wasn't. And imagine you get in the place and you have like 4 uncles, 2 aunts, your grandma, your mother, and you need to go through every person and just like doing like this and saying like, please bless me. And imagine like you being a super introverted, shy kid having to do it in front of people every day. Because like I said, in Brazil, families tend to live together on the same street, on the same neighborhood. So I grown up in a neighborhood where not most, but half of my family lives. So every day I needed to ask for blessings for like 5-6 different people in front of other people. And I remember, because I was a kid, I have always been shy, but I have always said things that I was thinking, and that's why I got into problems. And I remember my mother asking why I didn't want to ask for my uncle like blessing. And my answer was like, I don't even want him to touch me. Because you were kind of obligated to do this ritual where you have to like shake their hands, ask for a blessing, and a kiss. And I don't want to kiss those people's hands. I don't want to kiss nobody's hands because I'm shy. I don't want to be around anyone, and I don't want to kiss their hands. There's no such a thing as personal space here. When I see videos of people doing it, of like children like asking for their grandma's blessing, I think it's cute, and I think it's, amazing, and I don't know, cute. But when I think about having to do it, that I had to do it all the time until I got like, became a teenager, and I had like an excuse to don't like touch people. But that thing not in my generation. I think my generation kind of like broke this thing, but no, my sister kind of obligates my nephews to ask for me for their blessings, and I'm like, no, we're cool. Let's not do it. I mean, let's just respect each other's space. He doesn't want to do it. I doesn't want to do it either. So, I mean, consider yourself blessed forever. And but let's not do like this everyday ritual of like, bless me, uncle. You're blessed. That's disgusting. That's how it like spread disease. I mean, it's cute when other people do it. I just don't want to do it, and I don't want my nephews to be forced to do it. Because yes, we were forced to do it. But those things are not things that happens only with children. I mean, my mother is like 50s, on her 50s. I don't know her age exactly. I barely remember mine. I'm a terrible person. I mean, I forget about everything. If we ever go on a date, I mean, text me like 30 minutes before to remind me. I need to fix my brain. Okay, but she's on her 50s, and she still, every time she sees my grandma, she asks for her blessing. And I think it's cute because they both liked it. I just don't like to being obligated to, you know. Not with my grandma, I'm okay because I'm okay. But with my uncles, I don't even want to say hi to them. I mean, I'm being polite and say good morning, but I don't want to touch them. I go to my second, topic, which I think for most of the people would like these kind of things, but introverted people would hate it. And it's that here people, when they meet anyone, I mean, maybe COVID changed that a bit, but every time you meet someone from a different gender, when it's two men meeting, you just like shake their hands. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with just shaking their hands without them asking for the blessing thing. But I mean, I'm a man. If I meet a woman, I don't even know her, but it's traditional, it's cultural to, hug that person and kiss them on the cheeks, but kiss them. And I mean, with people I like, with friends and people I'm having fun with, I'll hug them. I'm a hugger. I hug everyone that I like. But I don't know, I'm just meeting this person. I've never seen this person. I don't want to hug them. And I don't want to. By the way, they're all. I know that happens in all the country. But it's different because in some parts of the country, you hug and you give one kiss in one cheek. In other parts of the country, you give a kiss on each cheek. And there are even cities where you give like 3 kisses. 1, 2, 3. And I mean, can we not do it? Can we not do it? I'm a hugger. I mean, if you are my friend, you probably hate me because I hug too much. And but I don't want to hug strangers unless they are cute and they want to date me. Non-introverted people, extroverted people, and I know I'm saying those words wrong or in a way that sounds like weird, but I can't do anything about it. Yeah. And but for us crazy shy people, we just, can we not do it? My space, your space, unless we're friends, the same space. And yeah, the third thing that I hate, and I probably already talked about it, is that everyone knows you. everyone. You don't know that person, they know you. Because here, there is, I mean, like I said, families lives on the same street, the same neighbors, the same city. And so imagine that your grandma has friends, your mother has friends, your uncles have friends. They all know you, and the friends of their friends knows you. I remember once when I mean, it was before high school, I think. I mean, my high school was about to start, and I was with some friends, and I was crossing a street, and a lady, she was probably like on her 70s, just like grabbed my arm, pulled me back to where I was before, like crossing the road, and she was like, "Don't you remember me?" And I have always been like this kid that says what he thinks, and I was like, "No, I don't." And she was like, "Oh, I remember you when you were a babe. You had like this tiny white big butt," and I was like, "Okay, now I remember you. Can I go?" And I know I'm rude. I'm rude. I mean, she grabbed me. People just don't respect other like people's space, and that was actually funny because when I crossed the street, I started laughing. But that happens all the time. I go to a supermarket and that person asks me, "Oh, are you feeling better? I heard you were like sick 2 days ago," and I was like, "Who are you? How do you know that about me?" Sometimes I feel that there is a big reality show about my life and people are like recording me with cameras without me knowing about it. Because sometimes I just go to any place in the city. I mean, I go far away from where I live and there are people who knows me, who knows my name, who knows what I did yesterday, and I live alone. I mean, my neighbor, like some months ago, literally just called me and started like talking about, "Oh, you shouldn't be on that street at like 3 a.m. That's not a safe place." And I was like, "That's in the other corner of the city. How do you know that I was there at that time?" I mean, I'm famous and people are recording me, probably. And this is all a reality show. Maybe a horror show. I'm Buffy. I just need to slay some vampires. And and sometimes I remember my trip to Montevideo. I just want to go out and not being recognized by anyone. Just put my like headphone and just pretend I'm alone in the planet because I'm an introverted kid. I mean, I still don't know how she knew I was in that place. How? And it's funny because actually it's not funny. I don't know. I just feel that everyone has an opinion in your life, even though you don't know that person. But that person knows someone that knows you, so they feel comfortable enough about talking with you about your life, even though you don't know that person. I mean, boundaries. Boundaries. Get out of my space. And that goes to the next thing on my list. Everyone's looking what you're doing and have something to say about it, and they will say it to you. I mean, I remember when on church my friend was dating a girl and she was wearing this like purple lipstick, and my grandma didn't know her, didn't know my friend. She just knew that he was my friend, and she just went to them, started talking with them, looked at the girl, and just said, "You know, you look ridiculous with this lipstick, right?" I mean, take it out. You're looking horrible. She said that to the girl's face. She didn't even know her. And the weirdest thing about it, it's that the girl just smiled at her like anything was happening, because people are used to it here. And that's about everything. If you go out, people are looking what you're dressing and they're going to say something. And most of the time they don't even know you. I mean, I go to the gym with a super like shorter shorts, and sometimes it's usually the old ladies. They just looked at me and I said, I mean, I have a cute face, and when I talk with them, they love me. And it's funny because they look at the way I'm dressed and they're like, they get in front of me and just give me a disappointed look, and I just look at them and say, "Oh, hi." And they're like, "Oh my gosh, you're such a cute kid. Just don't wear those things." And I'm like, "I don't know you. Can I go, please?" And sometimes I just start walking and I don't even answer them. But it's weird. I mean, I just want to dress like, I mean, anyway, and go out. I have some clothes that I have never used, because I know that people will stare a lot and they will say things about it, and I don't want to get angry. I don't want to get in a fight, because I will. So the last thing, and the thing that made me do this list and record this video, it's the noise. People around the planet know one thing about Brazil. Everyone loves to party all the fucking time. I mean, I was going to record like 5 videos today. I started at 8 a.m. and now it's almost 2 a.m. the next day. And because the supermarket at the morning was thinking that they were like a club and they were putting music super loud. When they stopped in the afternoon at church, because in my street there are like probably 7 churches, and they want everyone to listen because they want to save your souls. So it's noisy, it's loud, and I just want for them to go to hell so I can torture them there. And when they stopped, my neighbors started like having a barbecue and putting like a lot of like super noise and loud music. So I started recording 2 hours ago. The camera was set, the light was set. I was just waiting for them to, I mean, stop it. And that was this video. Most of this video was just me being annoying, because I know some of those things people would love to have in their lives, like the hugs with strangers, but not me, because I'm annoying. And that was this video. My teeth are yellow because I drank too much coffee. I need to like brush it now. So I think I'll see you in the next video. Love y'all. Remember to live proudly, because you're fucking special. And I'm a nun. Bye. I mean, my head is so big that sometimes we can even see that my body's growing. I mean, it's like my body doesn't fit my head. That happens with other heads too. Bye. It's better that I stop talking.